Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of an update on the whole Dokibird situation, which has been going on. Now, if you don't know, obviously Dokibird has been kind of hinting at a rematch with obviously everyone's favorite streamer xQc, who has been on a little bit of a run lately of going after VTubers, especially after being defeated by Dokibird in a Marvel Rivals tournament. Now, she wasn't actually in the team, but it was her team. She had to drop out due to some of xQc's kind of members and whatever trying to change the rules around, trying to change some stuff over, and yeah, she had to actually drop out of the team. But she did mention that with the new Marvel Rivals update that was coming out, the new Deadpool one, that there would be a rematch, and people were very, very excited to see what exactly had went on. And we're going to cover all of the results from this and tell you exactly how this actually went down, as I thought you guys might want a little bit of an update, as it would have been funny if Dokibird did it once again at xQc, his PTSD from VTubers kick in again, right? And this was the original situation, as we covered in previous videos, saying just as a reminder, xQc and Shroud were so scared of Dokibird's Marvel Rivals team that they were competing against in the tournament that they whined and bitched to Twitch, resulting in Twitch actually changing the rules the day of the tournament. This resulted in Dokibird choosing to drop out so her players wouldn't be forced to do so, and they could compete for the prize money. And Dokibird's team absolutely curb-stomped both Shroud and xQc's teams, and then went on to win the tournament. Clearly, neither of them have gotten over their absolutely humiliating loss and now have some kind of pathetic vendetta against VTubers. Seriously, guys, grow up. And obviously, yeah, it seems like recently, though, there was a new $200,000 tournament run by Super. If you guys don't know, obviously, really big, Overwatch player. And yeah, he's doing a Marvel Rivals tournament, which was the one that people were looking at. Now, these are the results, essentially, for what happened. Now, as you can see, these are the teams. If you don't know, obviously xQc's team is xQc, but the team that Dokibird was on was actually Tyler 1. So she was on Tyler 1's team and was, obviously in the quarterfinals with Tyler 1's team, beat out Super's team, and then lost in the semifinals to xQc, which obviously is super sad to see. And yeah, obviously a lot of people were not very happy at that happening, right? But it seems like, obviously, as well, we did get the finals between xQc and eRob's team, and xQc did end up winning the entire tournament, right? And I don't think it was necessarily a case of unfair players either. As much as I dislike xQc and stuff, I don't think there was a real kind of, I guess, gap in players, at least from my opinion, at least from what I've watched, because they did have a couple of like Overwatch players and stuff on there, like Overwatch YouTubers, ones that I watch, including Warren, and I think Aspen was on that as well. So they both were featuring in the xQc team, who obviously are very aware of games like Marvel Rivals, right? Because they play a lot of Overwatch, and also they play quite a bit of Marvel Rivals too. Not as much as Overwatch, obviously, but they at least know the basic mechanics and stuff. And I do think, I think it is just one of these cases where it was unlucky, right? And Dokibird obviously streamed all of this over on YouTube. And yeah, this was her team. She had Tyler 1, she had Moxie. I'm unsure on some of these other ones, but obviously I'm sure they're great. But yeah, obviously Doki was mixed in there, and yeah, it seems like they all had a pretty good time regardless of it. And they unfortunately lost to xQc's team in the semifinals, and it's just so sad that it had to be him, right? Why couldn't it have been one of these other teams, right? Why couldn't it have been eRob's team or something that defeated them? Because again, obviously we know that there is this kind of beef that is going on between them. But as I said, I think this just makes them equal now, right? I think that at the end of the day, they're now equal. So we're going to have another match, right? To determine who really is on top in terms of Marvel Rivals, which I think would be even funnier to see. And again, I think it could happen, right? I think we could get a rematch of the rematch, because, Marvel Rivals like to do a lot of these kind of, tournament events and stuff. To the point where I think we could see this matchup once again. And it seems like, Dokibird is very in tune with the Marvel Rivals kind of, game and everything like that. Obviously, she plays it all the time. So I don't think there's any doubt that she'll be picked for another tournament like this to take part in. Just hopefully, she can have a better shot at it, a better chance. Again, I don't think it was necessarily the team's fault or anything like that. I just think, it was unlucky. And it obviously ended up just being like that, right? And obviously sad that they couldn't get into the finals either. because that would have been, yeah, that would have been great. But hey, semifinals is still really, really good. And hopefully Dokibird is happy with that. But yeah, I wonder if xQc is going to continue to mold, because if you guys saw in the post last time from whenever you know, people were saying that he lost, he put this whole like like weird thing saying this story is pure fiction. Not only did we not whine to anyone, we also lost our team captain Mendo because of the rule change. Also, you forgot to tell the part of the story where Doki's adjusted team was still rule breaking and way overranked like the rest of them. Like, bro, you could even see how much he was coping over this, how much he was mad over this. And I think it is so funny, right? I think it is so funny that this person has gotten so annoyed over Dokibird winning to the point where he's going to be like, oh, but she broke the rules too. Blah, blah, blah. You know, people say like, no, I swear, guys, it's pure fiction. We didn't whine. But also, look at me whine again about this. Okay, the nice reading comprehension. Even though he literally did continue to whine about it, literally in the replies, right? He said he didn't whine, but then, you know, went on to literally whine a second later. Doki's team was in the rules. You know, your team had 2 Smurfs and a hacker. You cheated and you still lost. Then you crashed out for 15 minutes and accused Doki's team of smurfing because you knew what you did. He said my team had a hacker, which obviously, yeah, a lot of people pretty funny of that. And yeah, it's been pretty crazy, right? And the thing is, I think with this Marvel Rivals tournament, this new Deadpool Super Cup one, I think the teams were much more balanced. I think they did their best job to kind of make sure that nothing of the sort like last time happened again. Because obviously, yes, it can be pretty bad, right? And I think a lot of them are content creators rather than, you know, big Marvel Rivals players that maybe don't make as much content and are just good at the game, right? Because, you know, you can call in a lot of people that are good at the game, but it sometimes won't be as entertaining, you know, in a tournament like this, because you prefer to see some creators that, although maybe don't have the best of skills, are also pretty entertaining, and it's your like favorite creator taking part in it. That's more fun, I think, than just kind of adding like a ton of people that are good at the game so that you can beat another person, right? And it seems that that is what happened. I don't think there was any problem with xQc's team or Dokibird's team or any of the teams, right? I don't think there's any unfair matchups this time. So again, I don't think there was any kind of foul play for this to kind of happen in the long run, right? But yeah, I think it is just very disappointing that obviously Dokibird didn't manage to win. But as I said, hopefully she will get it next time. Hopefully there will be another tournament because, again, there is always updates for Marvel Rivals coming out, including, obviously, yeah, this one was done in conjunction with the Deadpool update. So hopefully in a future update when a character comes out, they hold another tournament. Hopefully Super does another one, and hopefully Dokibird can get into that one so that she can go against xQc. And hey, you never know, maybe they'll be on the same team at one point. That would actually be pretty crazy. I don't even know how that would go down. But again, I'm very, very interested to see that happening in the future. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off again. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.